Hi, I'm Jabari Pride and you're back with expertvillage.com. We're talking about track and field. We're now going to go into the history of track and field. When you talk about track, you're going to think about the Olympics. And the Olympic Games started around 776 BC back in Greece. There was only one race. It was about a 600-foot long race, and there were only men allowed to compete in the games. Fast forward to the future, about early 1920s, it really exploded and saw the beginning of the NCAA in collegiate. That's the National Collegiate Athletics Association. They introduced track into college. Men were allowed to compete. And then in the late 1920s, about 1928, women were allowed to compete in the Olympic Games. They still were only allowed to compete in certain events, but they were, introduced into the Olympic Games. Fast forward to about 1950s, the USSR started competing in the Olympic Games, and that caused, that started one of the greatest rivalries between the USSR and the USA, which went on for many, many years. And since then, the USA has pretty much been dominating track and field and the events in track and field since then. So that's pretty much a brief history of track and field.